Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we'll be testing Doom: The Dark Ages. So I've recently just downloaded this game 2 days ago and I've got to play it today. And without any further ado, let me show you the settings. So currently we are on ultra settings actually. So we have resolution at 100% here and static, refresh rate at 180, VSync is off. We have FOV at max, and then you know the usual stuff. It's actually turned on. I didn't bother to turn it off. And we are using TAA for now. Motion blur is on ultra, path tracing is off, and everything else is on ultra as you can see. And then the texture pool size is at 4 gigabytes because we have 12 gigs of VRAM, so it shouldn't matter that much. And yeah, this is ultra settings, and let me just reset some things. Yeah, we are averaging about 50 FPS, and it's like the smoothest 50 FPS ever. I just actually loaded into the game, so you don't actually reload your gun, huh? It feels great. So the card itself is the RX 6700 XT, I forgot to mention, and it is not undervolted. It's running at default the silent BIOS, so it's running about 185 watts, right? And then we have the Ryzen 5 5600, which is undervolted with PBO by minus 25. I don't know how you call it. It's like minus 25 something. Okay, hold right click. Okay. Okay. Crash. Kinda just. Oh, we have sprint now. That's odd for a Doom game. So this is like ray tracing turned on. Yeah, this game has ray tracing built into it. That's why probably older cards cannot run this game. It looks great though, I mean. But it's a bit odd, right? Because usually with Doom games, even though it looks great, it runs great also. But with this one, it's just having a hard time to run even at ultra, let alone like nightmare settings. Okay, so we've got the idea like how much of FPS we're getting. We're gonna just turn it down to high. See, we have like another 2 presets above ultra. We're on high, everything is left as it is. I think nothing's getting changed. Yeah. Okay, on high settings. Haha. Why is that? Do we need to restart the game? Something? Not sure. Why is this happening? It's about the same. Okay, so I'll be back. I tried to restart the game, guys. Okay guys, we are back, and I did restart the game and it's still on high settings, but we are still getting the same FPS for some reason. So yeah, I guess high and ultra doesn't really make sense because it performs about the same, right? Like 50 FPS. Huh, just kind of destroyed the whole team there. Yeah, this is high settings. And yes, we are utilizing 16 gigs of, we are using 16 gigabytes of RAM because that's just how much I have. I'll upgrade it later when I probably have the chance, but as for now, I don't really have the chance to do so. And we are utilizing about 10 gigs of the RAM itself. Yeah. Let's see the exact same first. Exact same FPS. Okay, so we are still getting about the same FPS, guys. I have no idea why. It's about 40, right? 50, 40, 50. When using shield block, you can lock onto target when the lock is active first. Okay. Yeah. But it's like some of the smoothest experience though. Even though it's like running on 50 FPS. Okay, so that's high settings. Not much of a difference with ultra, I guess. Let's change the settings now to medium, I guess. It should do much better. Yes, on medium. What? I don't understand. Was it because of ray tracing? It's like the exact same thing. Let's see. Texture pool size. I tried to change this and it doesn't really make any difference. So don't know why. It's kinda bad. Okay, so I'm not sure why we're having this issue where we're just getting the same FPS every time. Let's try low settings. Okay, with low settings we're getting 60 now. I guess doesn't really make any difference between medium and ultra. But yeah, with low settings we're getting 60 FPS. Oh, that's so weird. Okay. Okay, I wanna try something else. Let's try play on ultra, but then we'll probably try FSR. See, this is ultra. Okay, ultra 43, medium 49-ish, high is about the same. Okay, do we have like frame gen? We do, I think. Okay, now let's try using FSR. This is FSR balance. Let's do quality actually and see what happens. So with FSR quality, it looks very blurry, but it doesn't look as much as pixelated. You can play like this. It looks okay with FSR. And maybe turn on frame gen also. Yeah, it looks actually fine. It's not as pixelated as you would think, like with other games. It has a good enough implementation. Like if you look at the distance and stuff, it looks fine. So with ultra we're getting about 60 FPS with FSR quality. Okay, now let's try turning it down a bit and see if we can still get like better, the same quality with better performance. Balance looks fine also. Yeah, FSR balance doesn't look that much worse, I guess. Though when you look at the distance, sure you can tell like they're around this area. You can't really tell clearly, but I guess it's not really worth it. Okay, now let's try just use FSR quality. And then let's turn on frame generation. Okay. We crashed. Hello everyone, we're back now. So I had trouble with frame generation when using overlays such as MSI Afterburner. So maybe for frame generation settings I had to turn it off and we'll just use the in-game overlay. And now we are using frame generation here. As you can probably see, we are on FSR quality and frame generation. Actually, we'll just turn this to native and see how it goes. Okay, so we're in the like 80s, which is like 40 FPS, and
Impact
frame
confirmed. The Slayer has been activated.
we're in the 40s, and then not upscale, frame generated to 80s. It feels like 40 FPS, but it doesn't actually feel that bad. I mean, I don't know, it looks 40 FPS, it doesn't look 80 FPS. Yeah, it looks crisp though, like the texture looks very sharp, even though it's like oh, because it's native FSR actually. So yeah, this is ultra upscaled, not upscaled, sorry, using frame generation. Okay, now let's just do quality. I think quality does feel like it's actually 120 FPS. Yes, so with quality FSR it somehow feels like it's 120 FPS. It's pretty responsive, though we're only like 60 FPS. It feels great, you know. Can we see the metrics? Not really. So we are at 7 latency at 7 millisecond, which is so good, you know, which feels really nice. Okay, let's get into like fights. So this is, I think, the way you play. If you want to play like this, you can, using FSR quality and then frame generation. It feels nice. Compared to native resolution without frame gen, you could play like that, but probably low settings. Oh yeah, we're fine. We're on the 50s FPS. Oh, let's just try Ultra Nightmare and see how it is. Oh, we're on the 50s now. With frame generation, it's actually being extra 50 FPS, so it's about 100 FPS, and yeah, it's still fine. Okay, but what if we just turn everything off? Like, let's go back to TAA, right, and then let's apply these changes. Okay, so we're about 40 FPS with the max settings. This is like very maxed out, and it's somehow still feeling pretty smooth. I mean, if you play with a controller, you could probably play like this. Yeah, I'm not sure like why it doesn't have any difference between like ultra medium to ultra nightmare settings. It's pretty much the same. So if we just go back to maybe high settings, right? I think it's because of the ray tracing, to be honest. See, we're only getting about like a few FPS while everything's still when everything has been changed, like from Ultra Nightmare to high FPS. I mean high quality. It's still the same. I don't know, this game doesn't really make sense to me. I want to try one more thing though before we end the video. Let's try XeSS with Ultra Quality Plus. What does that do? Let's apply that one. Okay, we're getting a few more frames. Not really, but it feels a lot better. Yeah, just a few more frames. I think you can play with XeSS. It doesn't really make any difference with FSR though, so but you can play like this definitely. Let's try going back to the beginning. Yeah, around this area it's about like a second. Okay, let's try high with quality XeSS. Let's apply that one there. Okay, this looks a lot blurry. I think it's similar to FSR quality though, or maybe just a bit worse. Yeah, it's like FSR balance. But you know, I'm surprised that this game actually runs smooth despite like low FPS. It really utilizes NVMe correctly. I want an NVMe by the way. So I think let's just do ultra quality for XeSS, and it probably looks a little bit better. Yeah, it does look a little bit better. But you get 60 FPS, you know, high settings, XeSS ultra quality. You could also try probably Ultra Nightmare. Let's see how it is. Oh yeah, I mean a little bit lower, but you can still manage. You can play like this and it's fine. But personally I just play on high with upscaling and maybe frame generation. Yeah, I think one of the reason why the FPS doesn't really change much is because of ray tracing. I'm 100% sure because yeah, you cannot really turn it off anyway, so there's that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end the video here, guys. So this is XeSS ultra quality with the max settings. Yeah, we're not gonna try path tracing obviously because we all expect what's gonna happen, right? So I think either AMD can probably optimize this a lot more, or it's just how the game works, I guess. I'm not sure. What do we do with this? Okay, as you can see when upscaling, you can kinda see blurry and pixelation from the effects. Just then, like, look at this area here, the fire. Yeah, and then, but it's very minor. It's not too much of apparent issues. But yeah, I'll end the video here. Best settings to play, I think just play on high settings right here. Let me just turn it down. Yeah, just turn it on high because it looks the same. And then you can use XeSS Ultra Quality Plus, and then just apply like this. And yeah, you'll get 60 FPS. Maybe sometimes it drops to 50. You can use the FSR quality settings and then use frame generation, like FSR. Right, quality and frame generation, and apply this. Yeah, and you'll get like 120. It feels 100 FPS for some reason. So that's a bit odd, you know, but it is how it is. although it's a little bit like noisy with FSR, but it looks great, you know, not as terrible. Yeah, I think that's it, guys. This is my recommended settings. Just use frame generation, you know. Let's get back to it. Yeah, maybe we can turn this like 25% or so, but I doubt, you know, this is gonna do anything. Oh, it does look better. Haha. Okay, yeah, that's awesome, you know. FSR in this game is awesome, actually, not like other games. Okay, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.